Hey everybody, it's ZM, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the soldier armor in Tears of the Kingdom. Now to start off, you want to be at Hyrule Castle's main gate, and from there I'll show you a step-by-step process on how to find this armor. Now, open up the gate with Ultra Hand. This is something you should have already done if you do have the paraglider, and I highly advise at least getting the paraglider, but you can do it from the very beginning of the game. It will just take you a little more time. And if you do have the paraglider, there should no longer be a soldier blocking this pathway here, as you can easily enter the castle. Once you do enter it, use Ultra Hand to get rid of these gates. It's very similar to what you did in Breath of the Wild by using Magnesis to lift up the gates. But head up these stairs, ignore the Horriblin that is up there. It can kill you in one hit, especially if you are early in the game with little hearts and not much defense. But make your way to the observation room, open up this hatch here, and this will take you to a secret pathway that will lead us to the soldier armor. Now, before we continue, grab this diamond because, you know, why not? We're going to be mining. It's going to get all Minecraft in here. But yeah, make your way to the Royal Hidden Passage and just jump all the way down like that, as we're going to start mining from here. So go ahead and fuse your weapon to a two-handed sword. I highly advise using a two-handed sword to do this. You will find a bunch of rusty claymores throughout this pathway, and also rocks and boulders that you can use to make your own makeshift hammer. So don't worry, you don't need much. As you can see, we found a couple of rusty claymores. I'm going to use my trusty Begoron sword. This is something you get from Amiibo, so don't worry. I'm not going to show any spoilers throughout the game. Anything that you can get later on, I'll be ignoring it. But anyways, here we have some luminous ore deposits that we're going to have to just go ahead and destroy and make another pathway down here. While you can use bombs, you might end up running out of bomb flowers, so I'm just showing you how to do it with your makeshift hammers. But continue on, and yes, there is more mining to be done as we have to go ahead and destroy this set of rocks. Now, my best way of tackling these without, you know, completely ruining your sword's durability is to kind of go for the corner as you destroy much less rocks. Now, ignore this pathway here. There are some bombs, and it takes you out of this whole set of rocks that we're kind of mining our way through, but this is not where we want to go. We want to continue further, so don't get confused if you somehow, you know, end up in this pathway and think you're out of this whole mining session. No, you got to keep mining. We ain't going to stop. But yeah, just continue onwards until you reach this side. And luckily, yeah, there are plenty of rocks, plenty of rusty claymores if you happen to run out of the one you're currently using. But yeah, as you can see, this is the opposite side of what we entered, not the little exit that was to the right of, you know, coming into it. But anyways, jump down here once you reach it. And then, well, yes, you know what to do. We got to go ahead and mine even more. Just destroy the rest of these rocks. It will actually open up a secret pathway here that has a couple of jail cells. Now, these ones are opened up, and I kind of advise taking out whatever enemy because they can get annoying. But yeah, go ahead and use Ultra Hand to pick up this boulder, and keep this boulder in mind as it will be useful to make another makeshift hammer with a different weapon. But anyways, let's go ahead and now make our way underneath here. And since the other cells were kind of locked in and we can't enter it, we want to use Ascend by heading under this pathway and reaching the top. And there we go. We have made our way into these locked cells. And from here, we want to pick up the first piece of the soldier armor itself. Now, with that obtained and equipped, we're going to go ahead and get the other two pieces of armor, which are not too far from this area here, still in this hidden pathway. So go ahead and jump your way back down and ascend your way up, as this will take you out of the locked cell, similar to how we got in. And before you leave, I highly suggest using this boulder that we used to open up the hidden pathway, as if you fuse it to a two-handed weapon, it will be very useful because we have a lot more rocks to break. Of course, there are rocks and rusty claymores that you can find, and even bombs that you can use, but I just kind of want to show off how to do it. If you happen to not have the bombs and have to rely on the rocks that you find throughout here. Having two-handed weapons, especially these Amiibo ones, are pretty nice because the durability for them are really good. But you can pretty much use any two-handed weapon, or really any weapon. Two-handed weapons just do the most damage when attempting to mine. Obviously, as you can tell, these blue rocks have insane durability when it comes to destroying them. It takes quite a bit, and we have another set of blue rocks that you have to mine a lot to get to this armor, but it will be worth it, as this armor has really good defense, and in general just looks really cool, especially with this game having an underground section throughout it. It reminds me more of Elden Ring, so I want a knight's armor to kind of, you know, role play that experience. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and continue mining your way through. Again, I highly advise just kind of breaking a corner of the rocks. Like, don't actually just break the entire pathway and waste your time, because that will waste your weapon's durability. Luckily, with the amiibo weapons I have, they have pretty good durability with the rocks that I'm attaching them with. Any weapon gets better durability when you do fuse them with something else, especially with rocks. But yeah, the amiibo are pretty nice, and again, you can get that at the very beginning of the game, so it's not really a spoiler or anything really. It's just something that will come in handy. I'm going to make sure not to show any spoilers within this video, and that's why I'm kind of cutting away when I equip the armor, so you can't see my inventory. But anyways, go ahead and make your way through here. You actually don't need more than one stamina wheel to get through this body of water. As you can see, I barely used any stamina. But once you reach it, while you can use a bomb from far away, you can continue mining with your makeshift hammer, as we are doing just that. We have to go ahead and destroy these darker colored rocks, which also seem to have a lot more durability than the normal ones. They're kind of similar to the blue ones, which they take a lot to kind of destroy. But anyways, once you find this ice like, go ahead and shoot a fire arrow if you want its weak point to be revealed immediately. And yeah, just like that, we can easily pick up the next piece of armor, it being the soldier's helm. Okay, with that done, we have one more piece to go, and it's not too far from here. They're all pretty much throughout this royal hidden pathway that we have attempted exploring. So yeah, go ahead and swim out here. Again, like I said, you could easily do this with one stamina wheel. You don't have to worry, because there's plenty of areas to rest by, and in general, this body of water is not that big, so don't think of making like your own raft or anything. That would just be a waste of time. But just reach this side here, and there is another set of blue rocks, but we're going to ignore that one. We're going to have to continue on upwards, and yeah, I highly advise taking care of the keys, as they are, yeah, relentless. They won't leave me alone, even if I try to continue running away from them. And yeah, literally, they get me. So, okay, it's fine. We're going to go ahead and just use our weapon. Luckily, it shouldn't take too much durability on these enemies. But at this point, we want to save whatever durability we have with these weapons for the rocks. And speaking of rocks, you know what? This guy is trying to make his way through as well, but seems to be failing. So, okay, let's just go ahead and continue the mining process, as we have more to do. Yeah, to me, I really love this quest, actually, even though it is very time-consuming. But let's go ahead and quickly equip the other weapon here, which I already been using before. Sadly, it is low on durability, so I might have to, you know, make another makeshift hammer with a weapon I find, or one of my two-handed swords. Again, you could do it with a one-handed, but it won't be worth it. It will take way longer to destroy the rock, so highly advise using two-handed weapons. And luckily, there is a rock here, just in case we do need it for later on. We're definitely going to have to come back to it, as we have a little bit more to mine through. As you can see, there's more rocks to destroy. And luckily, since those Stal bokoblins fell in the water, they should be dead, but I believe the Moblin one is still up, so hopefully he doesn't annoy us. We're just going to continue mining and see if we get through with this weapon not being destroyed. It might end up being destroyed. Again, I could use my bombs, but I'll just end up wasting them. As you can see, we're so close, but we broke our rock hammer, so it's fine. I highly advise using two-handed weapons, but I'll just show off what happens if you use a one-handed weapon and how much longer it takes. Either way, we're at the end of our journey, so this will last us the rest of the, you know, mining we need to do. It shouldn't break before we reach where we're trying to get to. So there we go. We have found the pathway out of this. And well, it's not over yet, as there is more rocks to destroy, that being here. Yes, this leads to another hidden pathway that we're going to have to go ahead and open up. So much. I don't know why Nintendo really felt the need to do this, but again, I like this quest compared to like how in Breath of the Wild, the way you got the soldier's outfit was just buying it throughout Haytano Village. It was a bit too easy, so I like how you have to work for it in this game. But there we go. We've destroyed enough to do the job, and now we can go ahead and, well, pick it up. It happens to be next to this like. I guess we're gonna go ahead and kill it, because you know me, I dislike likes. So all you want to do is bait it to get its weak point shown from its mouth. Hit it, and then just go to town on it. We should do enough damage to quickly kill it before it gets back up. Let's see. Okay, no, not really. Just ignore all the other weapons I have and destroy it like that. There we go. Okay, now with that said and done, here is the final piece of the soldier armor, the soldier's Greaves. And with that, we are now done with this quest. Yeah, pretty lengthy for just kind of digging your way through Hyrule Castle's secret pathway. And there's much more to explore within Hyrule Castle, but this is one of the sets that you can find within it. I find it really cool. And if you want to easily leave without teleporting, you can just ascend your way up. And this will actually take you right above you here in the castle town area, which is really, really cool. It shows how deep we were in and also how much we traversed underground. Really cool concept. But anyways, that about does it for this video. Let me know if it helped you, and let me know if there's any other armor you'd want me to show you how to get in this kind of step-by-step tutorial. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.